This story about Trump's Secretary of Commerce, Howard Lutnick, and Epstein is crazy, and I'm about to show you how it's even crazier. So, first, let's talk about Trump's Secretary of Commerce. Where to start? His close personal and professional relationship with Epstein, or his years of money laundering and Ponzi scheming that made him wealthy off the backs of the middle class? In his interview with the New York Post, he said that he moved next door to Epstein in 2005, got creeped out, and cut all ties with him.
My wife and I decided that I will never be in the room with that disgusting person ever again.
He said he would no longer be involved with him socially, professionally, or
I was
philanthropically.
never in the room with him socially, for business, or even philanthropy. If that guy was there, I wasn't going because he's
So
gross.
here's a crazy point I haven't seen from a lot of people. From the outside, this seems to be true. What this means is he clearly knew that Epstein was a bad guy and didn't but want to be seen with him. I do believe that in 2005, he and his wife realized what Epstein was. But to them, that just meant they needed to keep their relationship hidden. Let's pause really quickly to discuss how he moved next door to Epstein anyways. According to an FBI investigation, Lutnick bought the multi-million-dollar townhouse from Epstein for $10. Sounds like a pretty casual relationship. So socially, let's first address Lutnick's first claim that he cut ties with him socially. There are a multitude of meetings and emails throughout 2011 between him and Epstein. And in December of 2012, they planned a nice family vacation to Epstein Island. In case anyone thinks that Howard is doing this behind his wife's back, she is very much involved in actually doing most of the planning for that specific trip. Though they did need advice on where to park their 188-foot yacht. We can all relate. And of course, you need to send a nice message afterwards thanking everyone for the lovely time on Pedophile Island. Let's talk professionally. December 2012, they went into business together, both signing the LLC paperwork for the founding of the business Adfin. Of course, the guy the FBI is investigating because of his money laundering and Ponzi schemes would create a business that just handles money. And then in 2013, David Stearns asked Epstein about Lutnick, and he vouched for Lutnick, calling him smart. Now, philanthropically, at least through 2017, they still had a friendship, as Epstein donated $50,000 to a charity event in honor of Howard. The Lutnicks were also donors to the Dubin Breast Center, which, if you aren't aware, watch my other videos or Google the Dubins. They are probably Epstein's closest friends for the entirety of his adult life. Everything Howard said in that interview was a lie. He was a close associate of Epstein for over a decade, and he was under investigation for money-related federal crimes. He is now our Secretary of Commerce. This man, who is now in charge of our economy, who was only ever successful by committing crimes and befriending pedophiles, and has lied repeatedly about his entire professional and personal life, has, so far, had the complete trust and respect of Donald Trump. Remember, Lutnick has been a close and personal friend of Trump for at least 20 years, even appearing on The Apprentice. I think we're about to find out just how hard Trump is willing to fight for Lutnick, because I imagine the calls for his dismissal will soon be loud and constant. Remember to subscribe, follow along, and we'll see what else we can find.